All right, family. Our last station of the day is basically just everything mixed together. So this first one is all about graphing. You're going to want to make sure you can graph an equation. And when we graph an equation, if you remember correctly, the way I taught it to you was to always start at your quote unquote your home. Home is where you wake up and start the day every morning, and this is where we start our graph every time. We always start at home, which in this case, who can tell me what the home value is? Tell your neighbor your home value is positive 4. Positive 4. So please be careful. You must start at home. So that gives us the point, 0, comma 4. So you have to, this is one mistake I see people make. You have to start on the y-axis. Do not leave the y-axis. You must begin your graph on the y-axis. So my point starts at 0, comma 4, which is here's 0, 0. Let's move up to 0, comma 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my home. Okay? Now, once you wake up and you get ready to go, where are you going? You're going to school. Well, how do you get to school? Your slope tells you how to get to school. And in this case, our slope is -2, right? So this -2, though, think of what that is. What is that as a fraction? It's -2 over 1. And I want you to realize that 2 is negative, but the 1 is positive. That's a very important realization. So our last component here is to go down 2 and right 1. That gives us a point. Down 2, right 1. We can do it as many times as we want to. Down 2 to the right 1, that's another point. Down 2 to the right 1, that's another point. You can just keep going with or without the little stairs there if that helps. And there you go. There's your equation graphed. All right, beautiful. Here's now we're going to go the backwards of that. We start by identifying where's my y-intercept. So in this case, my y-intercept is 3. And then what's my slope? Well, let's just count it right here on the graph. We're going up 1 and over 1. So that means my slope is positive 1, essentially, right? So my equation is really simple. Y equals positive 1x plus 3. Very basic stuff there. Okay, these last couple here, very important that you're able to do this. Step 1, find that slope. So 7 y2 minus -3. Be careful there. 7 minus -3, and then 6 minus 2. So very important that we set up our fraction correctly and carefully. So now we're left with 7 minus -3 is actually 10. 6 minus 2 is actually 4. So we're left now with 10 divided by 4 simplifies to 5 over 2. Okay, now that you have your slope, we go to blank equals blank. All right, blank equals blank times blank plus b. All right, and we're going to plug in. My slope that I just found is 5 over 2. And the point that we were given, you can choose any of these points that you want. I'm just going to choose this one. So I'm going to plug that in. My y coordinate is -3 and my x coordinate is 2. Now we simplify. The 2's cancel out. That's what we wanted to happen. So we're left with -3 equals 5 plus b. Last but not least, subtract that 5 over. So those cancel out. What does that equal? B equals -8. So bring it all together. Your final answer. What's that final answer? Final answer is y equals 5 over 2. That was your slope from right here. X minus 8. There you go. And number 4, guys, is exactly the same, except you already have your slope. You don't even have to work to find it. So you're just going to go ahead and plug into this just like usual, and I'll let you finish this one. Plug in -5, and then our slope is 9, 2. So 2 goes here, 9 goes there. And then you rock and roll just like we've been doing for a couple weeks now. Good luck, guys. Keep working hard. Rewatch all these videos, practice them from home, and get ready for that test. You can do it.